Hello, beautiful. Welcome to your reading. What does he want you to know, but afraid to say? I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Take one moment to click that like and subscribe to the channel. That is how you can help to support. Meditate here on the 3 cards. Pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful number 1. Welcome to your reading. What does he want to say to you, but is afraid? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Take one moment to click that like and subscribe to the channel. That is how you can help to support. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy. It draws you here to the card holding the turquoise crystal. This is a great card of choice. And the energy of the turquoise, it's about wisdom, protection, good fortune, and tranquility, and hope. So let's get straight into your reading. And you have here the King of Wands. The wand energy represents his passion, his enthusiasm about the relationship, as well as his temperamental nature and energy. It's fire sign energy. Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries are in the top placements of the birth chart. The sun, moon, or rising sign, 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus. And his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. Let me just point out here that with this King of Wands energy, this is a clear message here that he wants to charm you with his words. He's feeling a lot more courageous now. He's learned a lot more things about relationships. I feel like he's watching, YouTube videos or watching online coaches when it comes to relationships. And so he wants to appear to you like as a leader, of, himself. He knows better now. He can do better now. So these are some of the things that he wants to bring towards you, showing you like an improvement in his character or his personality. He wants to tell you something that's totally different coming from him, like he's learned something new, something very powerful that can enhance his own masculine energy. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to say to you but is afraid? What does he want to say to you but he may be vulnerable, insecure, but he wants to say these things to you? And you have here photograph. I can see here that he's looking at your photos on social media. He's definitely missing you. And he wants to say to you that he wants to make new memories. He wants to start over. He wants a new beginning with this energy, a new emotional connection with you. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get more insight. What does he want to say to you, but he may be afraid? What does he want to say? And you have here, the venom. And with the venom energy, I can definitely see that this is someone that can be a bit aggressive with his words. He can say things out of his mouth that, at the moment he does mean those things that he does say, but he regrets his actions. He wants to say to you that he definitely regrets. He feels a bit of grief over the way that he spoke to you, the things that he has said to you. He is feeling a bit like his foot is in his mouth, metaphorically, that he said the wrong thing. And also with the venom energy, I can definitely see that he's feeling abandoned right now because you left him alone because of the things that he did say. You didn't like that stuff. And you told him you would not tolerate it. You would not stand for it. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what does he want to say to you that he may be afraid to say? So many things remind me of you. So this is what's happening. He's out in society, he's out in the world, and so many experiences, people that he is meeting. He's trying to find you in other people, events, trying to fill his day up with memories of you, but he cannot, because see, you're original, you're unique. And he wants to say to you that he misses you desperately. But his ego, the fear of him looking soft or weak, is not allowing him to bring himself to say these things to you. And see, that's what you want. You want this person to be vulnerable, open-hearted. You want him to wear his heart on his sleeves, because that's a true person there. That's someone that is real. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what does he want to say to you? But he is afraid. And you have here the white sage. Yes, he's afraid. He doesn't have the courage of like the white sage. He sees this white sage in you. He sees, and he wants to tell you that he believes in you. He sees your confidence, your self-love, your self-strength, your self-respect. He sees that you have placed boundaries. You have persistent boundaries, and he respects your boundaries. But he doesn't want to say that to you because he's afraid that you will cut him off completely. Because you'll say, oh, okay, so I see you do get it. You do get the fact that, you're playing games is the reason this relationship is disconnected. It's the reason why we aren't in the place where we should be. So you do get it. But he's afraid to let you know that, yes, he does get it. Because he knows that, you are headed for a new path, a new journey. He's afraid to tell you that. He knows that you may move on without him. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And, what is he afraid? What does he want to say to you but is afraid? Let's see what this card desperately wanted to get out of the deck. It's the Page of Wands. Look at the Page of Wands showing up. This is about communication. This is about him desperately, urgently wanting to say something to you. Fire energy, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. And the top placements of the birth chart that I did mention a moment earlier. With the Page of Wands, I can see that he wants to bring some sort of good news to you, but he doesn't quite have the good news yet. Something about his career, he's working on something, maybe related to his gifts, his talents, may have something to do with something creative. He wants to give this message to you so that you see him in a new light, see him with a new perspective. But he's afraid to tell you this stuff now because it may not work out. It may not turn out in his favor. He's just really excited and very hopeful about something he thinks will work. I love this showing up because with the Page of Wands energy, it's about a new project or something he's working on. But he thinks you're going to dismiss it and side-eye him because he's always coming up with new ideas and new projects, but nothing ever manifests into the physical outcome. And so he's afraid to tell you about this new thing that he's working on. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what does he want to say to you, but he is afraid? What does he want to say? Justice. With the Justice card showing up, let me just say, Libra is here in the reading. Very strong Libra energy. Social, observant. So that's a very strong confirmation that he is watching your social media pages. I love how Libra lays naturally under the photograph. Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, the planet of beauty and love. And he wants to tell you how gorgeous he thinks you are, how beautiful. He would say something like, you are so fine. That's what he would say. But he doesn't want to say it because he feels like if he lets you know how attractive you are, that you may leave him for someone else. It's going to boost your ego. But it's not, because you're not like that. You're a very humble person when it comes to your appearance. And it's not going to affect you like that at all. So he's afraid to tell you, but that's the thing he should be telling you, is how gorgeous you are, how beautiful he sees you to be. And not hold that back. Like, be honest. What is he's afraid though that if he lets you know that that's going to liberate you and he may lose you. How backwards is that? And with the justice energy, I feel like he definitely wants to tell you something like a secret, something he's been holding back. But he knows for sure that if he does tell you this secret, it's something that you are familiar with, but you don't have proof on, that you will definitely drop him like a hot potato if he does tell you about this particular thing. So he's afraid to tell you that. And also, here with this justice energy, I can definitely see that the truth will come out. The truth will come out. There's a cause and there's an effect. And he caused it, and so there's that effect that's going to take place as it does relate to this justice energy. But Spirit wants you to know that it's a win-win situation for you regardless. No matter what he says, no matter how he moves, there's great high vibration energy here for you. You're definitely guided in the right direction. You're encouraged here to reach out also to your spirit guides, because you're unsure about this connection, but your intuition is guided by the cosmic GPS. And so trust your intuition along with what he has been showing you, his actions, his personality traits. And you have the answer right there. So beautiful. Number one, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments and they definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number two. Welcome to your reading. What does he want to say to you but is afraid? I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Take one moment to click that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get straight into your reading. I see here your energy. You're naturally drawn here to this gorgeous crystal, the howlite. This is a great choice for you because the howlite is known for its minimalist energy. Its clean white tone clears the slate for your mind, while its trickling gray veins give you a path to follow. It's popularly used to find your path. You're meant to be walking in this life. This is a wonderful choice. Let's see the energy that your card holds. You're naturally attracted here to the King of Cups. And the cup energy represents his emotions. It represents that water energy. Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Seen in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. And that water sensitive energy, secretive energy, also could be in the sun, moon, or rising sign, 7th house of relationships, or even the planet Venus. I feel like he's definitely hiding something from you, something that you have a strong intuition about because of that Cancer energy coming through, something you've questioned him about. He wants to come true, bring that to light here. I feel like with the King of Cups energy, he wants to step up to the plate. He wants to be a leader with his emotions, but this person does not wear his heart on his sleeve. I feel like he does have like a empathetic nature. He does have empathy, but he feels like empathy is soft. He feels like with empathy, that's not masculine. And so he doesn't want to show you that side of himself. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And so what does he want to say to you? But he is afraid. What does he want to say? But he is afraid. Photograph. And with the photograph energy, let me point out, he is watching your social media with private account, looking at your photos. He is missing you. Definitely. He also wants to make new memories with you. He's hoping that you guys can connect emotionally, but he's so distant. How can he connect with you when he's so far away emotionally? And he's missing you a lot, but he will not say that because he feels like that's going to mess with his manhood. You're going to see him as soft. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And what does he want to say to you, but he is afraid? You have here the tear. The tear represents the emotions. It's water energy. I'm just really excited to see the tear show up because it confirms the energy that's coming through so far. So it's nice accuracy here just starting out in your reading. The tear, he's missing you. He's very sad on the inside, you know? You gave him something that no one else could give him. You gave him your heart, transparency. You know, you're an empath, you know, and you let it be known, you know, when you met him by the way that you treated him, the compassion that you have for other people. He sees that in you. So he's upset. There's grief here over the disconnect in the connection. I feel like also, you know, he feels abandoned and unloved right now. But Spirit wants you to know that you are not responsible for his love. Everything that he needs is right inside of him. You see, you have aligned with the greater version of yourself, which is empathy, compassion, love, self-respect. So it's really up to him to love himself. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to say to you, but he fears? Woo. Amathea. Yeah. He sees you as being like every woman. There's something about you that's warm, strong, courageous, but yet and still is soft and gentle. You're a boss, but yet and still you're very vulnerable. He wants to tell you that you have these high qualities. You know, you have like this very strong character that is alluring. But he's not going to say that to you because he's afraid that if he says that to you, like it's going to boost your self-confidence and he's really going to lose the connect with you that he so urgently desires. Like every woman, there's a song by, I believe Shaka Khan made the song, and Whitney Houston, I'm Every Woman. That is how he sees you, but he doesn't want to let you know that. It's his own insecurity and his own fear that's stopping him from being truthful and being honest with what he sees in you. And as far as you want a person to be real. Like you want to know, hey, what's on your mind? What are you thinking? What are your feelings? And he's the opposite. He hides his feelings. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the 9 of Pentacles. And with the Pentacle energy, this is about earth energy, your physical self. And it represents, you know, earth zodiac signs. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo are in the top placements of the birth chart. And with the 9 of Pentacles energy, see, this is a nice confirmation coming through that this is how he sees you. He sees you as like someone that definitely can have a luxurious lifestyle. You're very self-sufficient. Be very conscious. I feel like, you know, he sees you as like a financial gain, but he's not going to tell you, hey, I may need to borrow some money from you. I may need to access your finances. Can you loan me this? Be very conscious because I don't feel like he has the intention of paying you back, but that's because you can hold your own. So I love this showing up as a confirmation with the message the Spirit just gave us seconds ago about you being every woman. You're strong, but yet and still you're soft. You're warm, but yet and still you can be cold. Okay? And he loves that actually about you, but he's not going to say it because it's a plus. Moving around here in society, that's a plus, that's a bonus. He doesn't want you to have the confidence that you do exude, but he can't stop it because you have it naturally. Let's get more insight. Well, what does he want to say to you, but he's fearful, he's afraid? Ooh, I don't react when people mention you. You see this? You trigger this guy just by being yourself. That divine feminine energy resonates so nicely and strongly, so confidently without you even trying. So he doesn't mention your name because, oh my goodness, he's so invested in you. emotionally. He's in his feelings over this connection. So he's not going to mention you, of course not, because then people will see or maybe look at him as being weak. But it's not weak to love someone. It's not weak to see someone as strong and confident. It's only weak if you don't express that to that person. So I can definitely see that. I'm just going to let you know. I feel like there's some envy here that he has towards you, jealousy, just from you being you. And right there, I mean, that's a big red flag. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the Two of Swords. Look at the Two of Swords about a decision of choice, you know. The sword's energy represents communication and air, the intellect, his mind, how he thinks. The sword energy is Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. And the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart, mentioned earlier, and with this Two of Swords energy. He wants to say that, he wants to make a decision. He wants you to compromise as well. He wants you to come on his side, his viewpoint, the way he thinks and do things his way. And Spirit is encouraging you to walk in your own light and to align with that greater version of yourself and do what makes you happy. Follow your bliss. Live your life in the way that you see fit. Never compromise, but this is what he wants you to do. Beautiful number 2. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful number 3. Welcome to your reading. What does he want to say to you, but is afraid? He's fearful. Maybe he's vulnerable, insecure. But I will share with you all the energy that comes through and not leave anything out. Take one moment to click that like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get more into your reading. I see here your energy naturally draws you here to the card holding the clear quartz crystal. And this is a wonderful choice for you because the clear quartz is known as the master healer, which it means that it can help balance all the chakras. However, clear quartz is also known to be connected with the crown chakra, which means it can help to clear and open the mind to a higher potential and infinite cosmic possibilities. Amazing choice for you here. Let's see what card you are drawn to. Your card, the King of Coins. Let me point out that this is about something he wants to say to you about your physicality. And not only that, it's earth energy, represents Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, seen in the top placements of his birth chart or your birth chart as a confirmation here in the reading. And let me point out here that with this King of Coins energy, this is a clear message that, he wants to say to you that, yes, he knows that you're loyal. You're solid, okay? You are very wise. And he sees the investment that you have within yourself. And he's very attracted to that part of you, that strength that you have, the way you're able to take care of yourself. And not only that, it's something to do with your finances that he's very intrigued about or interested in. Be very conscious of this, something very physical as well. I can see that he definitely sees you as like the most attractive, divine feminine energy that he has ever like been connected to. Like he's connected to you very strongly physically, very physically attracted to you. Let me get more insight. Let's get more clarity. Thank you, Spirit. And what does he want to say to you? But he is afraid. What do you want to say? Ooh, the Phoenix, new phase. He wants a new chance at connecting with you physically. He wants to rekindle this connection, renew it. He wants to tell you that he has changed. He has grown. He has a different mindset. He's afraid to tell you that because he feels like you won't believe him. You're going to say, hey, you cannot change overnight. What do you mean you changed? What do you mean you want a new chance? Prove it. And I'm not sure if he's ready to do that. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And so, what does he want to say to you, but he's afraid? What does he want to say? I don't feel like you believe this person at all. And you have here the ocean, and with the ocean energy, I'm going to point out he doesn't want to tell you this, but he is in his feelings big time. And of course, the ocean energy, it represents the water zodiac signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. I do feel like he has a secret. There's something, he has been hiding, and something that you have a strong intuition about, something you've questioned him about. He kind of wants to tell you that you're right, but he's very afraid to tell you that because this secret is very deep. He feels like you will not understand completely and that you'll judge him for it. He's very sensitive person, very temperamental as well, emotional person. Doesn't want you to know he's emotional though, because he doesn't show that part of himself to you. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And so what does he want to say to you? But he's afraid. What does he want to say? You have here gypsy, blame my gypsy soul. He wants to tell you that he's different. But you kind of figured that out a while ago. You're like, you know what? My intuition is telling me that he is not presenting himself the way he really is. He's wearing a mask. That's what I'm picking up. He's definitely wearing a mask. He's totally different. And he's like, it's human nature. What he wants to tell you, he blames it on like human nature. It's human nature, the reason I'm like this way, which is fine the way he is, but he should come out and let you know that. That's where the problem is because it's quite deceiving. Let's see if we can get exactly what it is. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. If Spirit wants to tell you the specifics, you probably already know. You have a very strong intuition, and trust your intuition. You're guided by the cosmic GPS. Trust his actions. Trust the things that you have found out. Let's get more insight. Just being near you is intoxicating. So he's definitely obsessed with the connection with you. He loves, talking to you, texting to you. I feel like he's living like this double life. I do. But he's very attracted to you. And I love just being near you is intoxicating, coming out as a message, because we got this message earlier here with the King of Coins energy. His strong attraction for you physically, loving the way that you look. Let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. And so what's happening, Spirit? What does he want to say, but he is fearful? The Star. Wow. I can see your inspiration to him. He's hoping for a miracle when it comes to connecting with you. I feel like you're the guiding light in this relationship connection. He sees you also as someone that can be in the spotlight. You have, just this unique gift, talent of drawing people in naturally. Something, just you being yourself. And again, he's hoping for a new chance, a new turn of events. You inspire him a lot, but he's not going to say that to you because he's afraid that if he tells you that, then he's really going to lose the connection with you. But that's him living out of his ego and living with fear. Let's get more insight. You know what? Yeah, he sees you as being in the spotlight. And the Star card also represents renewal and hope. So I find it quite intriguing that the Star card comes out with the Phoenix. The Phoenix is about a new phase, rekindling and renewing. So that's a very nice confirmation here in the reading. And let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. What does he want to say? But he may be fearful. Woo, justice, see? He's afraid that the truth will come out. I love the justice card showing up. Spirit wants you to know that you know what's up with him. And he's afraid that if he does tell you, you're not going to see him the same because he lied so long, or he kept the information from you, and you brought you brought it up, not asking him directly, but in conversation you made it a subject matter. And because it's something that you suspected, you made it a subject matter to give him the opportunity to speak on it, but he didn't. And so the Spirit wants you to know that what's done in the dark will come to light. You don't have to seek out this information, it's going to come out. Yeah, with the Justice card here, this is Libra. So Libra is ruled by the planet Venus, which is the planet of beauty and love. So that's a nice confirmation that he does see you as beautiful, as gorgeous. And he does have this love, infinity, and infatuation for you as well. The truth comes out for sure. There's a cause and there's an effect with this connection. Beautiful number 3. This does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. Sending you lots of love and good energy.